People who succeed actually have to cross the comfort zone and go out at uncomfort zone, and the only driver which can take you out of comfort zone to uncomfort zone is your vision and clarity of your goals. We all know that human potential is infinite. When we all know that opportunities are abundant, why only a handful of people are successful and majority is a mediocre society? It's a valid question. There are various answers for that. One is that how do we get conditioned in our childhood? Because as a child is born, the parents, the teachers, the brother, sister, etc., start writing on a slate, like a slate on child's memory. And therefore, child being dependent keeps listening and keeps hearing again and again and doing same thing, repeats, therefore gets conditioned to perform those things, to think that way. This is one reason that a mediocre society creates mediocre children, creates mediocre society again. Then that was the part of the social society. The second part is that human nature also is driven by laws of nature. Law of nature is, there's one law of inertia, which says that any object would like to stay stationary or move unless there is an external force applied on it. So most people, those who are not performing well, become driven by that inertia law and start being complacent because they don't have to change them. So change becomes the most difficult task. Change becomes the most difficult thing to imagine. So we would like to continue as it is. Whatever we have achieved in life, we think that's the best thing we can do. So that's law of inertia is another reason of creating a mediocre society. This law of inertia also creates another thing, that it creates a so-called a zone around a person. We call it comfort zone, which is that you become comfortable in doing or thinking what you have been doing. A fresh thought or a fresh action involves a bit of a risk. Therefore, it is avoided, and therefore people stay in comfort zone. Therefore, excellence demands that you should cross your mediocrity, your comfort zones. There are many other reasons which are related to, for example, related to how you are brought up in a society, what kind of society you live in, what kind of family you live in, what kind of environment of friends you live in, and also I think what kind of efforts you make to come out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone is so appealing that people don't want to make efforts, extra efforts to get out of it, because uncomfort demands doing little more, little better, little harder, which preferably law of inertia will say that why should I get into that? So the people who succeed actually have to cross the comfort zone and go out at uncomfort zone, and the only driver which can take you out of comfort zone to uncomfort zone is your vision and clarity of your goals. If a person is very clear about what one wants to achieve in life, and if one person sets goals, as I mentioned to you last time also, and works determinedly, doggedly with those goals in mind, one crosses the comfort zones and becomes comfortable in being uncomfortable. That's the secret of success.